15s, only 30s now. I moved your little white like Stefan, I ain't Urkel now. I swear to God, this Dini out the box, but it's dirty now.
I've been a fan of Quilly since like 2009 or 2010. Basically grew up alongside him because we're around the same age. I don't mean any disrespect when making this video. Quilly is one of the most talented rappers Philly's got to offer and can go bar for bar with anyone in the city, including Meek, in my opinion. But over the years, it looked like the only person who could stop Quilly is Quilly himself. Every time it seems like Quill's gained some momentum, either with a label or a buzz or a hot ass song, something, usually of his own doing, gets in his way. Quilly used to go by Quilly Mills. He initially gained a buzz during the Headshot, Too Raw for the Streets DVD days with Meek, D. Jones, Magic and Still, Reed Dollars, Cheek Raw, and many, many others. It's my favorite time in Philly hip-hop, to be honest. Alright, in 2008, he released his debut mixtape, beginning the Haines Street Hustler series, followed by the New Wave series of mixtapes starting in 2010. Around this time, Quilly got into something with A.R.Ab. For the first time, Quilly's cards was tested publicly. I'm not talking the rap battles and little arguments that him and Meek and Joey Jihad used to go through. This joint could have ended ugly. A lot of times, details of little mini beefs like this are kept in the streets, but A.R.Ab isn't the quiet type. He stated in interviews that the beef started over Ab being drunk and talking spicy about Quill. Quill responded by calling Ab on the phone, and in Ab's words, pump faking about meeting up. The truth was really irrelevant because this ended up going nowhere. This blew over and Quill continued to drop music consistently. In 2013, Quilly Mills signed a deal with independent label On Deck Entertainment and announced his name change to simply Quilly. His mixtape Haines Street Hustlers 5 would be the first release under the new venture. However, he was briefly arrested and jailed due to a probation violation prior to the mixtape's release. In an interview with Hip Hop Since 1987 the following year, Quilly revealed he was currently under house arrest following the incident. In July 2014, he released Quilly. Shortly after, in September of the same year, he released his most successful single to date, Real One. This was a big moment for Quill, because this song was a heavy rotation on Philly radio, and even Hot 105 in New York was given the airplay. This was the first time the former battle rapper would find major attention outside of Philly. With Quill, the problem has never been about the music. And at this point in time, he had his career and the ability to move on from the city in the palm of his hands. The music video for Real One had appearances by PNB Rock and Core, among others. The city was really showing Quill love. The streets and the radio was rocking with him. This would continue into 2015 with the successful mixtape Quilly 3, which was released on December 21st. On April 17th, 2016, Quilly was one of 3 men shot in North Philadelphia when a gunman opened fire on the group. He was reportedly taken to Einstein Medical Center for treatment. According to reports, in the following days, he had been shot in the upper torso. Quilly, of course, confirmed this on IG Live.
Who shot me, but you punks didn't finish? Now you're about to feel a rap from a menace. Nigga, I hit him up. Who shot me? Who shot me, but you punks didn't finish? Y'all should have dropped me that night.
Haines Street Hustler 6 was released this same year, and Quilly's musical consistency was still intact, even though his whole image was about to change. The shooting, in my opinion, is where things started to take a turn for the worse in terms of his rap career. Because shortly after this, he started talking more publicly about his drug addiction, especially saying popping perks was okay, which is not, because he has a prescription.
Drugs in Philly, what is the most requested drug in Philly?
Perks and lean. Perk 5s and Perk 10s. Right now, the Perk 15s and the 30s took over. That's the wave right now. Everybody, niggas' grandmoms on them joints. Like,
yeah. Like, who made that hot in Philly?
Me.
You made it hot?
Yeah, I made that hot. I started rapping about the 30s 2-3 years ago, bro. Like, fucking E-pill or something. It's like an ecstasy, you feel me? But it's just better. It's not like looked down upon or nothing like that. Like, it's like, you got the perks, you the man in the city, you feel me? I don't prescribe them, you feel me? So it's legal for me. take them, you know, for the pain. I don't abuse them. I'm not a substance abuser.
There were also instances caught on camera of him getting beat up and his pants pulled down around his ankles and getting his chain snatched. Well, snatched isn't the right word. Calmly guided from his possession to someone else's. This is never a good look for a rapper who talks that street shit.
Me in Philly. Mama, they had me all on the ground with my pants down, all types of shit. I rose up again.
Who had you on the ground with your pants down?
They was whooping my ass in the studio. You know what's going on? Fuck, you live in Alaska? They took my chain to McDonald's and they whooped my ass in the studio.
Wait, you got your chain snatched?
I got my chain snatched in McDonald's. I was high as a motherfucker. They caught me lacking. Oh my God, they caught me lacking. They got my ass. They ain't catch me again though, did they? Since then, they ain't. I'm alive.
But Quilly pushed forward, still dropping music, and some of his best, I might add, with Quilly 2 in 2016, Q-Pac in 2017, and Haynes of Money in 2019. Around this time is where people in Philly, especially his arch nemesis Meek Mill, was calling out his drug addiction. It was brought to the forefront and Quill was really defensive about it. Hood Life Entertainment on YouTube made a great video about this beef between Meek and Quill that I highly recommend watching if you're interested. So fast forward to 2021 and we have Quilly looking worn out. I have to make this clear, this video was not made out of ridicule or trying to laugh at Bull, but almost out of concern because I like Quilly. I think he's extremely talented and funny. He says he's Muslim and he has a don't give a fuck attitude that I can relate to. He also isn't afraid to put his life out there because trust me, he's not the only rapper fighting an addiction, but people like to glamorize drug use and make it seem cool, which again, it's not. Full disclosure, I'm coming at this from experience. I know an addict when I see one and Quill is definitely fighting some demons. Luckily, I was able to get past that stage in life and get to the other side. And if Quill ever sees this, brother, I'm praying for you. In summary, you have one of the best rappers in the city, really going through something right now. And I want to acknowledge him and his contribution to the Philly hip-hop scene, but also want to send prayers up for him because this could only go one of three ways. You either get help or live a life of deep depression and outward aggression and anger, or something worse can happen. You know the saying, jails, institutions, or death.
Boy try to stun on camera. Young boy dumb as shit, pulled his gun on. I said you drawing with that lock-in, I'm drawing with the attack my old head. Would have smacked you just for drawing on the set.